every level of the film. I had in front of me very young technicians who knew the game, the
Oh, they're
film,
getting the
and
exact
the
camera
level
angles
of
and everything.
enthusiasm that I met on this film.
Damn, they
create
got the
that strange
piston
world of Silent
room. Alright guys, today we're checking out the new Silent Hill Transmission. It's a presentation of all the upcoming Silent Hill media, like the new film and games and all that kind of stuff. I've reacted to the one they did last year. If you want to check that out, I'll leave a link and a card. But yeah, I'm really interested in this, even though I'm a little unsure about how all this stuff is going to turn out. I still love new Silent Hill stuff coming out, whether it's good or bad, because I just love exploring it and analyzing it. So I'm really excited about Silent Hill 2, because Silent Hill 2, the original, is one of the games I've played the most in my lifetime. That's one of my favorite games. I've played just tons of the first two Silent Hill games, and a lot of 3 as well, but mostly the first 2 are the ones I've played the most. I think it's going to be really fun regardless of how the Silent Hill 2 remake comes out. I think it's going to be really fun to play and analyze and compare it to the original. So the day it comes out, I'm going to be trying to live stream it and have a lot of fun going through it. And I'm really excited about the movie too, because I think the first movie is decent. I don't like the studio interference where they added Sean Bean and all this, like, jumping back to the real world as he investigates. That was, like, forced in by, you know, the studio. But originally it was just, like, the mom and Cheryl and going to Silent Hill and getting stuck there. And it's like, I feel like it should have, once they got to Silent Hill, it should have stayed and, like, maintained the atmosphere and terror and never keep yanking us out and bringing us back to the real world. And also it didn't follow the story of the first one. It had some elements right, it had the aesthetic right, but that one's a mixed bag for me, but I can still have fun watching it. And so the director's getting another attempt, and hopefully he took criticisms and has more control and doesn't have these extra plot elements forced in. And so I'm generally interested and think it could come out decent, but we'll see. If it doesn't, I think it'll still be fun to, like, check out and analyze anyway. But anyway, enough talk. Let's check out this presentation. All right, Konami, let's see what you got. I want to be impressed.
皆さんこんにちは。サイレントヒルの情報をお伝えする番組サイレントヒルトランスミッションへようこそ。サイレントヒルシリーズのプロデューサーを務める岡本元井です。前回は多くのタイトルの最新情報を一気にお届けしましたが、今回はサイレントヒル2についての情報にフォーカスした第2回目のサイレントヒルトランスミッションとなります。ぜひ最後まで配信をご覧ください。
Okay, this is
先
all
ほど
Silent
プレイ
Hill
ステーシ
2
ョンの配信
focused.
番組で
Cool.
もサイレントヒル2の新たなトレーラーが公開されましたが、それとはまた別のゲームプレイ映像をご覧いただきたいと思います。それではこちらをどうぞ。
I'm gonna have to check out the state of play then if they got a separate trailer.
Our special place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place.
You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did.
Still don't know if I like the look of James, but I don't care that much.
I got a letter. The name on the envelope said Mary. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. Is she really alive?
Is this what the look of the game is gonna be? Okay. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Atmosphere, the fog is thick.
What is this?
Oh wow. I like the environments for sure.
Hey, wait.
Recognize all the music so far. I'm most excited about having a new version of the soundtrack by Akira Yamaoka. If anything, that's gonna be a plus. I don't remember that happening. He crawled into a... what? This is where he gets the radio? Okay. Okay, wait, so they've changed this instead of like coming around and you're kind of in this like almost like construction area looking thing. You're now inside the apartments. Like, okay. So he crawls under a crawl space, like, or under the okay, sorry. They've completely changed this, so I'm just processing that. Okay, we can proceed. Okay, hold on. So, instead of the figure meant to like symbolize like a human distorted figure in a straight jacket writhing around, they literally have like spelled it out for the audience. Like, they don't need to actually make it look like a straight jacket. Like, okay, sorry. This is what it's gonna be like when I play live stream the game. Okay, let's do this. As a dodge mechanic. I mean, the combat doesn't seem that improved. It just has like a dodge mechanic, but it's still just a simple beating something down like the original. I do like the fog, but... Okay, sorry. I just wanted to get a closer look if you get a close-up of things. Because there's like fine print on it. They actually have fine print going on, even though it goes by so fast, people might not even notice. At least there's a little bit of attention to detail. I'll give them that.
Where are you, Mary?
Okay, Neely's bar. So a lot of the dead figures lying around should look like James. And so I guess you could kind of say, but it's a bit too, I guess, like messed up. But it should be a little more like questioning why it looks kind of like James. I don't know. I'm gonna be nitpicking the shit out of this. I think this is gonna be fun to explore the town in this game. If you're reading this, leave. This place is not what it seems. There's another side to it, hidden behind a rest, thin as paper. Sometimes you just hear to look behind. Damn, that's a big letter.
What you got there?
None of your business. You didn't love Mary anyway.
What? Hey, wait! How do you know her name?
Wait, what? Hold on. Show Maria again. She wasn't looking so hot. She looked like...
Where
Okay.
did she go?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's look around.
She doesn't look as bad in that shot. Okay. Brookhaven Hospital map.
This place feels so empty. More than the other places we've been.
Maria sounds younger. The director requested the files of the 3 crucial patients. You know which ones. Could you bring them to his office? Go closer to Maria. Nurses in training. All their faces are scratched out. Faded. Look at Maria! Motherfucker.
Laura! Wait!
It's okay. We don't want to hurt you.
God damn it.
This atmosphere doesn't feel that oppressive. Okay, this is a little better.
Where is that girl?
But I'm not getting the atmosphere vibes of the original. I feel like I could play this and not be that scared. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you gotta be in the driver's seat. So instead of just encountering nurses, they have to make your like first encounter like an event, like it's presented with the flashing light, like real subtle, guys. You should just not be presented with it. You should just walk around a corner and there one is about to bash you in the face, and you're like, oh shit, like. It's not a movie. They're trying to make it like a movie. It's Teddy Ruxpin. Oh yeah, the mint needle for like fishing something out of the drain. Oh, shoddy. Oh, you can switch to melee instantly. Is there a dedicated melee button? Dedicated gun button? Silent 2, what's amazing about it? Oh, here's the drain. It's got a specific atmosphere that gets under your skin, even if you've played it a lot. I knew that was going to be a difficult thing to nail, and I'm definitely not feeling it so far. Though I'm not playing, but still, this... There's elements of it that look like Silent Hill 2, but... it doesn't look that intimidating.
Laura, why do you keep running away from me? And how do you know about Mary?
Mary's my friend. We met at the hospital last year.
Stop lying! Laura, I'm sorry, I didn't mean...
Fine, don't believe me. See if I care.
Hey!
Let go.
Sorry, Laura, but I can't let you just run around this place. You might get hurt.
Hurt by what?
Look, just stay with me, okay? This is no place for a kid.
Fine.
I don't think the voices or the acting sound that
There's something I
bad.
gotta get.
Laura,
It's important.
what is it?
A letter. For Mary.
What?
I hid it. In there.
Don't do it, James. Fuck you, Laura.
You sure this is where you left it?
It's in the back. Behind an old pipe.
Are they gonna
Okay,
show us
wait
any of
here.
this, like, boss battle or whatever? That's the part with, like, the hanging bodies on the ceiling and the bed frames.
Open the door, Laura.
Why should I? I'm a liar,
Right.
right? Want me to open it? Huh? Do ya?
Let me out of here, you little brat!
In your dreams, fart face.
Please open the door. There's something in here.
Sure there is. A big lying fart face. See ya, fart face!
Laura! Laura!
Okay. So I mean, the environments look run down and like a lot of the environments in Silent Hill 2, but the whole image put together doesn't look as gritty and like there's more to the atmosphere than just the environments in the original. I mean, and they got Akira, they probably got some decent sound design and definitely the music, but it still looks like too polished and like they're trying to make it like a movie, and the combat makes it less scary, I think, to fight if you add like a lot of competency, like you can quick swap between your shotgun and pipe and just go to town on shit. I don't know. Anyway, let's see what else. Okay, October 8th. I'm still looking forward to
皆さ
that.
んいかがでしたでしょうか。真のサイコロジカルホラーであり、シリーズ最高傑作として評されたサイレントヒル2のストーリーはそのままに、本作ではよりその世界観に没頭できるようにゲームデザインやユ
Seems
ーザー体
less
験を強化してい
immersive.
ます。そしてすでに発表いたしました通り、発売日は10月8日です。こちらはプレイステーション5と Steam でリリースされます。
I honestly think
また
the lower res
ストアと Steam にて
graphics on the
本日か
PS2
ら予
help
約の受
the
付を開始してい
atmosphere
ます。
greatly.
これからご紹介する
Same with
事前予約
Silent Hill 1
特典な
on
どもご確認いた
PS1.
だき、アクセスしてみてください。では
People
ここ
can
から
rag on the
は商
graphics,
品ラインナッ
but
プの
it
ご
adds
紹
to
介
the
です。
atmosphere.
本作のスタンダードエディションを事前予約していただくことで特典としてミラのマスクがつきます。そしてプレイステーション5限定でロビー・ザ・ラビットのマスクも入手可能です。続いてはデラックスエディションのご紹介です。デラックスエディションにはサイレントヒル2の世界観をより楽しんでいただくため
I
の
want a physical
デ
soundtrack,
ジタルアートブック、サウンドト
CD
ラ
and
ック、
vinyl.
そしてピラミッドヘッドのマスクが含まれます。アートブックはコンセプトアーティストの伊藤正弘さんがデザインしたクリーチャーのほ
The
か、
art book
登場
sounds
する
cool.
キャ
I
ラク
want
タ
to
ー
see
や
some
さまざまなロケーションの
Mishiro
コンセプト
Ito
アートが
art book.
130枚以上収録されています。またサウンドトラックは今回も原作と同じように
The
山
best
岡
thing
明
about
さんが手
this
掛けており、原作の楽曲のアレンジ版のほか新曲も収録されています。どちらもシリーズファンの方には満足いただけるコンテンツになっていますので楽しみにしていただければと思います。そしてデラックスエディションも事前予約していただくことで特典としてミラのマスクとプレイステーション5限定でロビー・ザ・ラビットのマスクが入手可能です。さらに特別な特典としていち早くサイレントヒル2を楽しんでいただくことができる48時間の先行アクセス券をプレゼントいたします。
The new
こちらの一覧表で
48-hour
各
early
エディションの
access
特典をご
thing.
確認ください。サイレントヒル2をより早く体験でき世界観を丸ごと楽しんでいただけるデラックスエディションの事前予約がおすすめです。
Probably has to be the
皆様ぜひ
digital
ご予約の
deluxe
上
to get
発
it
売
2
をお待
days
ちください。
early.
さてコナミとゲームの開発会社であるブルーバーチームがタッグを組んでお送りするサイレントヒル2ですが、ブルーバーチームのスタッフからメッセージ映像を受け取っています。こちらをご覧ください。
I'm very excited for people to play this game. There's no one aspect that I could say that I want people to experience because I want people to experience all of it. It's such a journey. It's such a big part of our lives, and I just want people to be able to see it.
I think the biggest challenge that we've had was actually how to make the game approachable for the newcomers who have not played the original, but at the same time to still retain the familiarity of the game that player remembers from 20 years ago.
Our goal from the very beginning was to maintain the game's atmosphere while modernizing the gameplay to make it competitive in 2024.
I don't know.
In the remake, the story remains largely the same. However, with the magic of modern
Largely the
technology, we're
same.
able to expand on some of its aspects.
The hardest was designing combat. We want to be as faithful as possible to the original game, but also we want players to feel satisfaction while playing, remembering that we need to fit in horror genre standards.
So when making a game with static cameras, you as a designer have much more control over what players sees, where they go, and so on. The change for the third-person perspective was a challenge. That being said,
I think people whining about tank controls has been a detriment to some of these games because I find tank controls very easy to control. It takes like 5 seconds to get used to. And I think like a lot of the old horror games benefit from the fixed camera angles and stuff.
it's a chance for us to expand this world, to show the players new elements that were previously inaccessible, and just make this game richer.
The main thing that requires rethinking was the fog. because it was called classic in the original game, and it's a veil that covers the world and makes the player to feel even more isolated.
I think this is going to be one of my favorite parts, is just exploring the
things that were not
town.
possible during the earlier generations of video games. For narrative, this is very visible in facial expressions. We can tell so much through just the subtle changes on characters' faces.
Angel looks younger.
The presented gameplay footage shows a fragment of the city from the beginning of the game and sections in Brookhaven Hospital. The fight against monsters is prepared in a more tactical form, and it's mainly based on the varied designs of the enemies. James is not used to fighting, so his arsenal of attacks is limited. Adapting your approach to the situation will be the key to success. However, your playing style, among other things, determines what ending you will discover.
本当にサイレントヒル2を大好きな人たちがこのリメイクに関わっています。細部までこだわって作っていますのでご期待ください。さらにゲームの中でジェームス役、メアリーとマリア役を演じてくれたキャストのインタビューも届いています。こちらもご覧ください。
So I'm Luke Roberts, and I'm playing James Sunderland in the remake of Silent Hill 2.
My name is Salome Gunnarsdottir, and I play Mary/Maria.
When you're playing an iconic character such as James Sunderland, you obviously have to respect the original.
When playing these characters in this game, the thing that I paid most attention to was the original game.
So he is not an action hero by any means. He is just a guy who is a little lost at the top of this game, and in a sense of he is to a greater extent in a bewildered state. So it's very interesting charting his journey.
This one, we're trying to honor something that's already been made, and so it's not me creating something, it's me.
So is that why the characters look the way they do, is because they need to use their likeness a little bit for the facial capture?
Bloober were very keen to create an incredible atmosphere.
I'm okay with that
for the gamers.
I do believe that this will be trying its very best to capture and recapture the atmosphere, the vibe, and the story, and sometimes like the literal words.
I wish I could get a better look at Maria. Yeah, okay. Let me look at that again. I want to see her like speak like she has like this devilish seductress kind of attitude in the original, and it's like I want to see if they present her that way. I haven't seen enough of her to know how she's being portrayed in this. It's hard to tell just because I just keep showing her like follow him around, and you hear her kind of saying stuff in the background, but I want to see a scene between the two of them.
本作では俳優の表情と演技をパフォーマンスキャプチャーすることで心理描写を強化していますので、ぜひ期待していただければと思います。ゲームについての情報はここまでとなります。続いては映画「リターン・トゥ・サイレント・ヒル」の最新情報が届いております。ご覧ください。
This film's gonna have awesome music too, if they're using the Silent Hill 2 soundtrack.
I came to adapt Silent Hill 2 with respect and passion. It's an act of passion for me.
Christoph Gans, he's a talented filmmaker.
The first game are a masterpiece, very modern and very transgressive piece of art. The second game is the most adult of all the Silent Hill. It's a story of James Sunderland. He has lost his beloved bride, and he decided to go back to Silent Hill to find
here we
her.
go.
And he realized that basically the town has changed. It became something like a hell, his own hell, and he's going through all this circle of hell to find her back and find also somewhere a truth about himself. This film had an emotional level to the horror, and certainly because of that, the horror is even more disturbing, even more unsettling. I consider that the first film was like an epic journey for horror. This one is much more like a deep dive into the psychological horror. On the first film, production design of Silent Hill was the big thing. I remember that all my energy was on it. And on this one, I had the great surprise to realize that the people who were going to help me on the production design, but also on the makeup, but also on the costume, but also on every level of the film. I had in front of me very young technicians who knew the game.
They're getting the exact camera angles and everything.
Enthusiasm that I met on this film.
Damn, they got the piston room.
Was quite unexpected. I was thinking to myself, okay, I will have.
Okay, the first film didn't go along with the story, and it had this added side stuff. But they kind of got the atmosphere, and they used actually music from the first 4 games, like throughout. There were tracks from all 4 games in the first film, and then also the monsters. They didn't get exactly right because they had multiple ones from multiple games. But this one is such a straightforward story. You'd really have to go out of your way. Like the first game is more abstract, and it'd be easy for someone to not understand it and adapt it maybe differently, because it's like the original game wasn't about like witch burnings and stuff. The cult was about birthing their god through Alessa, and Alessa was in this like coma, and her nightmares were running rampant outside. They were like manifesting all this kind of stuff, and they got aspects like kind of right, but it's like this, if they just keep the story, like it's such a straightforward story with, like, you can't change the reveal at the end, that's the whole point. So it's like, this has to follow it mostly. Like, I can't see, unless they're really incompetent, them changing things drastically. Like, the ending to the first movie is nothing like the ending of the first game, but they have to go with kind of the ending of the game, because that's the whole point. So this will probably be more of a straightforward adaptation, basically, is what I'm saying, than the original. And if they keep it just lean, there shouldn't be any characters outside of Silent Hill doing stuff. So if it all takes place in Silent Hill and the story goes a lot more in line, is more straightforward, I feel like there's hope for this movie, and they're getting a lot of the locations right. I recognize them more in this than I did the footage of the game, though I was recognizing the different areas and stuff. At least we know this director is like attention to detail when it comes to the sets and everything, but this one might be more refined. I don't know, this could be good. I hope this is good.
This film to my crew. And in fact, no, I didn't have to, because they were the 2.0 generation of Silent Hill lovers, and that helped me a lot. And I think that the level of design on this film is so high because it's made by people who knew the film and the game. So that's very gratifying and very emotional somewhere.
Christoph is really faithful and respectful to Silent Hill, and that's why Konami has always been really supportive.
We are working.
James looks a little bit more like a rock star.
Let's say the word treasure.
But that was just his first encounter with the radio, and it looked more like the original game.
Which is that all the creatures are played by dancers and acrobats. If the first film has not aged badly, it's because the creatures were actually in front of the actor on the set. So all the monsters on this film are played by real person.
Practical.
They
Fuck
have
yeah.
created a level of strangeness and harmony into the monstrosity of these things, which I think is actually very disturbing.
Definitely.
Akira is not only the composer of the first 4 original games of the franchise, he was also the producer and the director of the game. So Akira Yamaoka, through his music, has given to the game more than just the sound. He gave the soul of the game. And I have a great knowledge about soundtrack, but I don't know any other music which could be like the one of Silent Hill. Yes, Akira Yamaoka is on this film. That's very important for me, because...
That's good to know. He's directly involved.
I never forgot that. It's exactly like adapting a great book. It's important to show
Hold
respect
on.
and humility.
Okay, this is our Maria and James. I mean, she's more accurate. It's interesting they gave James this kind of rock star kind of look, but Maria looks more accurate. Her outfit is the Christina Aguilera, the Christina Aguilera outfit from the game, and so she looks kind of young. I don't know. I always pictured like James and Maria like in their 30s in the game, but this it looks like early 20s or something. Anyway, this is cool to see regardless. I want to see as much as possible about this production.
To show respect and humility into this process.
I like his attitude. Cool.
いかがでしたでしょうか。
Honestly, have more hope
映
for
画
the
の完成が楽しみになりますね。
movie.
ゲームとは少し異なる解釈で作られたもう一つのサイレントヒル2。ゲームと映画をぜひとも両方体験してみてください。続いてはサイレントヒルシリーズの最新グッズ情報をご覧ください。
最初にご紹介するのはサイレントヒル2のグッズです。まずはグッドスマイルカンパニーの商
Look
品です。
at the little guy. What are y'all doing to? What'd you do to my boy?
シリーズ屈指の人気クリーチャー
Poor
レッドフレー
Pyramid
ム
Head
シ
is
ングが
just
ネンドロイドにな
gotten.
って登場です。オプションパーツと
Him
して
being
付属
such
す
an
る
iconic
大型と槍を使
monster,
う
they've
カードをお楽し
really
みいただける仕
fucked
様と
up
なってい
his
ます。
character over the past
次の商品は
decade
こちら。
and a
月光よ
half.
り犬エンド6分の1スケール貯金箱スタチューの予約受付がいよいよ本日より始まります。物語のすべては柴犬のミラが操作していたという隠し
I
演
mean,
談
that's kind of
通称
cool.
犬エンドがスタチューになりました。単なるスタチューではなくコンソールを貯金箱にすることで実用的なアイテムとなっています。ファナティックからはサイレントヒルに登場するさまざまなアイテムが実際の商品となって登場します。まずはコインパズルセットとなります。原作のサイレントヒル2においてブルークリークアパート105号室にあるドレッサーのくぼみに入れる3枚のコインを再現しました。コインは3枚セットでゲーム内のパズルを模した特製ディスプレイボックスに入れてお届けします。続いてパープルブルキーカードとなります。こちらも原作のサイレントヒル2のブルックヘイブン病院にあるルイーズパズルの箱を開けるのに必要なパープルキーカードを再現しています。5000点限定シリアルナンバーを封入してお届けします。
Okay, but why?
ご紹介した2商品以外にもご覧のグッズをご用意しています。詳細はファナティックの公式ホームペー
Okay,
ジを
well,
ご
at
確
least
認
the
ください。
section wasn't that
オ
long.
フィシャルコナミショップからの商品をご紹介します。
They need to
まずは
sell this
ジェ
to
ーム
the
ズジャケ
movie
ットです
production.
サイレントヒル2の主人公であるジェームス・サンダーランドが原作で着ている
Oh,
ア
no,
ウタ
that
ーを
is
再
kinda
現したこちらのジャケットは
cool.
武骨なスタイルとミステリアスな魅力を醸し出しています。謎めいた主人公を体現したい方にはぴったりのアイテムです。
So
ジ
then
ェ
how
ーム
much
スの
it
ジャケットを
is.
着れば
I
サイ
might
レン
have
ト
to
ヒル
get
の陰鬱な雰囲気を感じ取れるかもしれません。続い
Don't
て
fall
サイレ
for
ントヒ
it.
ル
They're
2
trying to
キーアー
get
トシャドーボッ
you.
クスです。
I'm
リメイ
just
ク
talking to
版サイレントヒ
myself.
ル2のキーアートを立体的に再現したシャドーボックス。ゲームの怪しげな雰囲気をご家庭のインテリアとしてお楽しみいただけます。その他にもオフィシャルコナミショップではご覧のグッズをご
Lakeview
用意してい
Hotel
ます。
postcard. I dig it.
続いてプレイステーション5で無料配信中の
I did a playthrough of this. I really
のご紹
enjoyed
介
it.
です。現在までにグローバルで250万以上のダウンロードをいただいており、これまでのサイレント
Yeah,
ヒルシリ
yeah.
ーズの
I'll
テ
put a
ーマを
link
踏
and
襲
look
しつつ、
for a card.
現
Like,
代に生きる
I
人
did
々
a
への
full
メッセージを盛り
playthrough
込ん
of
だ
this.
短編作
It
品
was
です。
pretty damn good.
これまでのサイレントヒルシリーズから独立した作品として遊んでいただけますので、ぜひプレイしてみてください。そしてそのサイレントヒルザショートメッセージからも魅力的なグッズが登場いたします。月光より桜ヘッド6分の1スケールスタチューがただいま予約受付中です。コンセプトアーティスト伊藤正宏の完全監修を経て、桜が象徴する儚い美しさと裏世界でプレイヤーを精神的に追い込む心にまとわりつく恐ろしさを宿したスタチューになっています。不気味さの中に存在する美を表現するために、体のラインや足の造形にも細心の注意が払われています。続いてはサイレントヒルザショートメッセージオリジナルサウンドトラックです。 サイレントヒルシリーズを手掛けてきた山岡明氏が全楽曲の制作を行っています。
Another good part about that game.
80曲以上の大ボリュームの中にはゲ
80
ームに入れられなかった
I need to
未
get
公
that
開楽曲も
soundtrack.
収録されており、
I
ファ
can't
ン
believe I
必
have
聴のア
it
ルバム
yet.
になっ
It
てい
didn't
ます。
even
現在
register.
Spotify や
That
Apple
was the thing I
Music な
could
どの
do.
各種音楽ダウンロードサービス、ストリーミングサービスで配信中です。
皆さんいかがでしたでしょうかサイレントヒルシリーズの世界観を表現したグッズをぜひお買い求めください。それでは最後に本日ここまで皆さんにお届けしてきた中での一番のトピックスをもう一度。サイレントヒル2は10月8日発売、そして本日から予約開始となっております。ぜひ皆さんこの配信の後にチェックをお願いします。本日はようやくサイレントヒル2の新しい情報をお届けすることができて嬉しく思っています。ぜひ発売まで楽しみにしていただければと思います。またこのサイレントヒルトランスミッションでは今後も継続してサイレントヒルシリーズの情報を皆さんにお届けしてまいります。続報を楽しみにしていてください。本日はご視聴いただきありがとうございました。
Alright, we gotta check out the state of play trailer then. I thought they'd have some, if whatever they had there, I thought they would have it in here, but apparently not, so. Okay.
Excuse me.
Okay. Angela in the original was supposed to look and sound like she was 40 even though she wasn't. Like, there was an artistic decision for her to come across like an old soul because of all the stuff she had been through. And so she was purposefully made to look and sound older than she actually was. And it's like, why are they trying to make her look more age appropriate? It just makes me think the team doesn't understand the original artistic intentions of the game. Like they're fixing something that didn't need to be fixed. Like, do they not understand the original game? That just worries me because she's got got baby fat still on her face or something. Like she's like really young. And in the other one, it's like she looks a lot older, and they purposely got like a voice actress who was a lot older than her actual age, so that she sounded older, and she shouldn't look like her own age. I'm just saying, I feel like they're correcting something that was done on purpose and didn't need to be corrected.
I was just...
It's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost. I'm looking for Silent Hill.
I think you should stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it.
Is it
dangerous? She sounds young too.
Maybe.
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not.
That line was delivered weird. Angela's voice like haunts me. The stuff she talks about in the game and the way she says it is like burned into my mind. It like haunts me, and it's like how can you have a haunting delivery if she sounds like so young and delivers lines like that? And the way James delivered that line about not caring, like, I don't know, like, that dialogue is a little more creepy. Like, they're trying to make him sound too normal, and it's like there's this feeling that there's something off when you first hear that conversation with both of them, and it's like, anyway.
No, you shouldn't be here.
Damn, he was savage in this one. I know where that is.
I'll be good, I promise. Tell him I'll be good, please.
I don't like that delivery.
No, please.
Maybe they'll think it's more traumatic if it's the girl that the abuse is happening to sounds so young and looks young, but I'm not liking it. Alright guys, the game, oh boy. Oh boy. I mean, regardless of how it turns out, I'm really excited about it coming out. I'm really excited to play it, even if it's, like, not great. Like, I don't know, I think it's gonna be really fun to examine it and see what's good about it and what isn't, and, you know, discuss how they do it in each game, the different aspects of it. I think it's just gonna be really fun to, like, play and discuss on live stream, so I hope everyone joins me for that. But I definitely have some concerns, but there's some good aspects too. But I think I have a little bit of hope for the Silent Hill 2 movie. Even though it's like, I mean, Silent Hill 2, yeah, that's one of my favorite games and game stories, and I mean, originally thinking of them adapting it to a movie, it's just like, oh my god. Like, no, like that would never, I don't know, I'd never see it coming out good or even remotely as good as the game. But I have a little bit of hope that it could at least be decent, like, from what I'm seeing, like, like, I think there could be redeeming quality, like, it could be decent, like, I have a little bit of hope for more for the movie than the game, which is weird to say. But I think the game's gonna be fun to play regardless. So, I mean, that might be a weird thing to say too, but I'm gonna have a lot of fun playing that game. Just like being so familiar with the original source material of something and then a new like version coming out is always like, you know, an interesting experience. So I'm looking forward to that. But alright guys, let me know what you guys thought down below. Thanks for hanging with me, like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all again real soon.